They say you only die once. That life is short, that time runs out, but that's not the full truth. You don't just die once. You die twice. The first time is when your heart stops, your lungs deflate, your eyes close, and your body lets go. That's the death they talk about, the one with funerals and flowers. The one doctors try to prevent, the one we fear because it's so final. But there's a second death. Much quieter, much slower, and far more real. The second death happens when your name is spoken for the last time, when the last person who remembers your voice forgets it, when no one tells your stories anymore, when you no longer exist in anyone's memory, not even as a faint echo. And that death, it's the one you should fear, because the first death is inevitable. It happens to all of us, no exceptions. But the second, that one you can influence. You don't live forever, but your effect can. You can live on. In someone's habits, in someone's values, in someone's way of loving because of how you loved them. So the real question is, when you're gone, what remains? What do you leave behind besides dust and data? Do you leave warmth? Do you leave meaning? Do you leave a feeling? Most people fear death in hospitals. They fear cancer. They fear car accidents. They fear the body breaking. But very few fear dying while still alive, living years, even decades, without ever being truly felt by anyone. They live, but they are not seen. They speak, but no one listens. They work, but leave no fingerprints behind. So ask yourself, if you vanish tomorrow, who would carry your story? Who would pause mid-sentence remembering something you once said? Who would look at a specific street corner and remember a conversation that healed them? Legacy is not about statues. It's about the way people breathe when they remember you. And you don't need thousands. You just need one. One person who lived differently. Because you lived at all. It could be a stranger you smiled at on the worst day of their life. It could be a friend you stayed for when everyone else left. It could be the child who watched how you treated people and chose kindness because of it. We're not asked to be heroes. We're asked to be human, to show up, to care, to give when we can, to be real when it matters. That's what stays. That's what survives. So if you're chasing immortality, chase it in the way you love, in the way you listen, in the way you make people feel safe in your presence. That's a legacy. Live in a way that delays your second death. Not with noise, but with depth. Not with perfection, but with presence. Be the reason someone keeps going. Be the voice that still echoes when the room is quiet. Be the reason someone believes again. You don't need to change the world, but you can change someone's world. And sometimes, that's greater than changing the world itself. And when the time comes, when your body slows and your breath fades, let the world say, maybe they're gone, but I still feel them here. That's how you beat the second death. That's how you stay alive in all the right ways. And that's why you don't have to rise loudly. You don't have to be known everywhere. You just have to rise in someone. You just have to rise daily.